Andy's here, RC is here, Rex is here. An unbelievable Sunday in which we may have seen the end of one of the greatest eras in the history of pro football in two different cities. Let's start in our nation's capital. Rodgers, Packers, visiting the Commanders. Started well for Aaron and company because he had Aaron on his side.
And a really nice opening drive. I love this down in the red zone, the little play action, slip screen to Aaron Jones. Great start to this offense.
Rodgers looking at the thumb. We know that's been a problem for him, but it's 7-0. He liked that, and then he'd like this even more. Taylor Heinicke, this is trouble.
We feel great, right? Devondre Campbell steps right in front of that out route on third down. Not only does he get the pick, he's got the convoy to get the pick six. Up 14-3 on the road. Everything seems like it's getting right in Green Bay.
It's a 63-yard touchdown, but then Heinicke happens. Antonio Gibson.
I loved his eyes here. He peeks to the left to kind of hold the safety. Then Gibson, who actually is a tailback with pass-catching skills, scores in the back of the end zone.
To the third quarter we go. Same score. How about this catch?
Scary Terry, one-on-one. Just a beautiful throw from Heinicke. You see the over the right shoulder and his ability to track the ball.
Now Packers 3rd and 2. Forgive me for editorializing, but catch the freaking ball, Romeo Dobbs.
Yeah, Greeny, I for one am shocked that on third down the Packers ran a pick route. And I know Sammy Watkins is going to be open down the field, but Rodgers seems like he's looking for that underneath throw. Dobbs got to make that catch.
Commanders kick a field goal on their next drive, so it's 20-14. Now it's 4th and 1. It's Rodgers again. It's Dobbs again. Catch the ball.
Yeah, Greeny, for me, I'm shocked that they ran a short yardage pick play on third or fourth down. Washington would have never guessed that they were going to do it. Dobbs again catch the ball, but it's too obvious.
Then they finally get it going because he goes to the one guy he can count on, Aaron Jones. What a play.
Listen, this is great by Aaron Jones, but also Aaron Rodgers moving to his left, keeping his eyes down the field, throwing a dot for the touchdown.
So the Packers are still down 2 and they need a stop. And how about Heinicke?
Absolute dart from Heinicke. That ball's out there forever. Right at McLaurin.
The Commanders win. Here's Aaron.
I thought you thought it was
after.
a dart, for real.
And I'm wondering if that feels not terrible, but waiting to ship and get some playoffs, does that feel plausible right now?
Right, it does. I'm not worried about this squad. In fact, this might be the best thing for us. This week, nobody's going to give us a chance. Going to Buffalo and Sunday Night Football, the chance to get exposed, might be the best thing for us.
All right, Rex, let's dive right in on that. First of all, when he says that, you heard what he said, you gosh darn right we can. What are you hearing from Aaron Rodgers right there?
I love the competitiveness, and they still got that competitive fire and all that. But, yeah, you're going to a hornet's nest, my friend. No, that's the problem. But because the other guys, I don't know if they have that same kind of mentality. But certainly Aaron Rodgers still has it. My biggest concern right now is this team cannot make plays on the perimeter in the passing game. They're 31st in the league. We said it. I don't know how long I've said it. I said, you got some real issues, all right? But to me, they've got to change their offense, Greeny.
What does that mean? What
does it mean? They need to be a run-first team. And I think that'll open up, like if you're trying to get separation with your receivers, you need to run the football and play action pass. That'll allow you more separation with your receivers. I think that's what they need to do.
I have really bad news for you. Cindy, let's put the graphic up there when you can. The Green Bay Packers, you want them to run the football? Yes. Yesterday they ran it for 38 yards. They did not convert a single third down, 0 for 6 in those situations, and they dropped 4 balls. They've dropped 10 passes over the last 2 weeks. RC, are these Green Bay Packers done?
Yes, because when you're Aaron Rodgers or when you have Aaron Rodgers and is that type of player, your goal is to win a championship. This team cannot win a championship. And I said last Friday that sometimes when you get to play against Carson Wentz's backup, it's the worst thing that could possibly happen to you because you probably wanted him to be in the game. And when you look at the Washington Commanders, they believed in Taylor Heinicke more than it seemed the Green Bay Packers believed in Aaron Rodgers. And that should never happen. When you're watching this game and you're always waiting for that Aaron Rodgers moment, or you're waiting for the Green Bay Packers to be the team that's won 13 games in the last 3 seasons, that is gone. Yeah. They're a terrible team. They aren't making plays on the outside, and he's getting beat up.
Okay, so, Matt LaFleur, who's been in the Coach of the Year conversation for the last 2 years, and Aaron Rodgers, who's back-to-back MVP, figure it out and fix it. I'm sick and tired of watching your guys' offense on tape and having to come talk about, well, this or that. You guys have no identity. You've completely lost who you are, and your best players fail you on a consistent basis. Last week it was, well, we're one guy away. Sure, it's the same story. This is a perimeter screen. Allen Lazard's one of the, if not the best blocking wide receiver in the NFL. If he blocks his corner, that's a walk-in touchdown on 2nd and 2. Let's go to another perimeter screen. You're going to get at the bottom. Dude, you got another walk-in touchdown. Dobbs, don't look at the defense. Catch the daggum football because there's a chance for a big play there. How many times do we have to talk about this offense being one guy away? Aaron Rodgers has been hit so many times. The back-to-back MVP doesn't trust protection anymore. 1st and 10, I'm throwing a swing pass out. It's 2nd and 16. You know what I feel like when I watch this offense? And I'm mad because I stood on the table for you guys a month ago. I'm watching the Steelers of last year. How quickly can the ball get out to the perimeter and it stinks? I mean, and want to know why you can't block anybody up front? Because all you do is RPOs. It's like talking about the Chiefs' offensive line last year. When offensive linemen don't think that they have to move people off the line of scrimmage, they don't think that they have to move people off the line of scrimmage. Matt, I love you. Dude, you got to get back to your foundation, bud, because right now this offense is incapable of winning.
This is the foundation, though.
No, it's not, RC.
Hey, listen. You know what we got to watch?
No,
we got to watch very much in these same situations. Number 17 was where Dobbs was, right? Number 17 on 4th and 1. Danny.
They're one player away, all right.
Listen, I'm not saying that that's the sole reason.
Okay.
Nobody's going to sit here and say not having Devontae Adams is the sole reason. But when I do have Devontae Adams, it can make me lazy in my game planning. It can make me lazy in what I do throughout the week schematically to be creative. And I got used to doing those things, and they always work.
Yeah.
This team isn't much different schematically than they've always been.
I agree.
Matt LaFleur isn't different, but can he change and adjust?
But that's the problem. If they had 17 out there, if Adams was out there, this team would have more wins, and we wouldn't. They certainly wouldn't be 31st in the league. Wait a second, I'm the only one that said it was. Yeah, I don't care. They're going like this. I'm telling you right now. This guy with Aaron Rodgers, we saw it. 70% of their passing attack is in Las Vegas from Aaron Rodgers. Here's the thing. They've got to change. What I say, they need to run the football.
I agree.
Means you got to be committed to running the football. And on 3rd and 1, for the love of God, put them behind the center and run the football. You got Aaron Jones and you got Quadzilla, A.J. Dillon out there.
I agree with
I'm
that.
sorry, 3rd and 1, the quarterback should be underneath center, not in shotgun, throwing to guys that can't even catch the football. I'm sorry.
So one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time is on a team that is struggling enormously. Let's do that again. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers taking on Carolina. Carolina, in the last 2 weeks, fired their coach and traded away their best player. And so now they got Mike Evans. And Dan, I never say this. I would have.